Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 011111911.
Dumbass of the Day now brought to you by Davis Water Conditioning. Avoiding forever chemicals in your home is what their specialty is. Go to their website, find out how they can help protect your family against these over 5,000 chemicals recognized by the FDA. Forever chemicals out, Davis Water Conditioning in. Go to daviswaterconditioning.com.
How pathetic can some people be?
I just don't really see the point in going out anymore. Like, all of our interactions when you go out, everyone's just on their phones, right? They're just buried in their phones. And I feel like the way we use social media is sort of the new bar hopping. You just go from app to app looking for a connection or validation. You hop on over to Facebook, and that's like a townie bar where everyone from high school still hangs out. And then sometimes your aunt is there dancing for some reason. So then you hop on over to Twitter, and Twitter's this like rowdy pub where if you say anything wrong, someone will kill you, right? That's what Twitter is. So then you hop on over to Instagram, and Instagram is a strip club where the strippers tell you inspirational quotes for some reason. That's what...
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KCOC.
All right. We've got an Instagram model, stripper.
That breaks it down. She broke it down perfectly with those three.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
She goes by, Whoa, Vicky.
Whoa, Vicky.
She faked her own kidnapping because she said she was bored. She doesn't drink, do drugs. She doesn't even like to go to clubs. So she just lies. So she faked her own kidnapping. And, well, here she is.
Kind of got carried away with the joke, you know?
She sounds really hot, doesn't she?
Carried away with the joke, you know? We just like to have fun and joke, you know? I don't drink or go to the club, so this is how I find my entertainment. You know, it's probably not the best way to do it. I'd probably be like reading the Bible or something like that, but sometimes, you know, you want to have a little fun. You want to, the Bible said laughter is good for the soul, so I'll be wanting to laugh. And this is how I find that funny. You know, I don't like date really. It's not really much people I could date because of my Christian values. So this is kind of like how I have fun. But, you know, we all struggle in different areas. So, you know, I'm not saying this was...
All right, just stop talking, please.
That's her explaining why she faked her kidnapping on Instagram?
Yes. Horrible. She says
okay.
She doesn't drink. One of the tweets said, I've been kidnapped. Or no, it said, I'm sorry, I've kidnapped Vicky. She is with me in Nigeria. I'm demanding $1 million for her release. Dude, I'll pay you $1 million to keep her.
That is hilarious.
You know, the only reason she came clean is because nobody gave an F. You know, nobody cared that she was kidnapped. So she felt like, it was a joke. Shouldn't she be arrested? I mean, I understand you and I have done some April Fool's jokes on April Fool's Day, and we've said certain things. We never called anything into the authorities. If she would have actually made a threat to the authorities and reached out to the authorities, then she could have been arrested. But she didn't make any false claims, so just on Instagram, I guess it doesn't matter.
I will say this. I think Facebook has kind of eaten itself the same way MySpace ate itself, and Facebook has really gone there. I've mentioned it time and time again. I had it happen again over the weekend. I wanted to look somebody up who I have to have upcoming communications with on Facebook. Couldn't find them. It used to be you could find anybody on Facebook. I think people have left Facebook by droves. I think people are going to leave Instagram by droves. And just because you know what you're getting when you go there. You get unstable people that are self-absorbed, like this woman, or like the comedian said, the Instagram, the strip club. Julia Rosie is her name. Is the comedian. I should give her credit for it. It's basically a woman looking hot in scantily clad clothes with inspirational quotes, or you have totally unstable person, which that's unstable in itself. But then you have unstable person who's faking her own kidnapping over here, and basically says, oh, well, the reason why I do it is because I have no other outlet. Like, I don't go out to clubs and I don't drink and I don't do that. Well, maybe go out to clubs and drink more often. Go out and mingle, because you know what? You're getting yourself in more trouble with the Instagram route than you would with the going out and actually meeting people for real route.
And since she is an influencer and a model on Instagram, she's lost almost 70% of her followers due to this little prank.
She's eating herself because of this prank.
It really backfires. Now she's really being apologetic.
I saw some idiot YouTuber, and I think YouTubers are going to be the same too here coming up very soon. This guy, this kid, got bit by a diamondback rattlesnake over the Christmas break. And then he's like, after he got bit by it, he's looking at the camera as he's videotaping it. And he's like, oh man, I'm so cooked. Cooked meaning is a term for you're done.
Yeah,
He was very close to being done. I mean, I think he's going to survive. He's in ICU at last I heard, which was a few days ago. But he's in the ICU. And he's like, and he even said, well, at least this video will get a lot of hits when I'm done, when I'm gone. I'm like, dude, people, your need for attention is driving you to your death.
That's okay. I'm okay with all these people, the dumb people, leaving our planet, getting out of the way, taking up less oxygen. It's Darwinism at its best. So congratulations to, whoa, Vicky! You've lost over half of your followers because you're a dumbass.
We kind of got carried away with the joke,
You know?
Yeah, kind of.
You are Jeff and Jeremy's.
Speech classes would help too.
Dumbass of the day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
So earlier we were talking about young people are running to Ozempic and GLP-1 type drugs. If you're not familiar, these are drugs that apparently do something to help you lose weight. It controls your appetite. It's actually good. They're designed for diabetics to, help control blood sugar and increase insulin in your pancreas for people that are struggling with diabetes. But now people have found out they have great side effects for weight loss and they're using them. Researchers in Barcelona have found the correct size and nutritional quality of amount of breakfast you should have each day.
Breakfast.
In a study of about 400 adults, participants who ate less than 20% or more, 30% of their daily calories at breakfast tended to have a higher BMI and a larger waistline. So
what was the calorie count again?
It wasn't a calorie count. It was just the people that eat 20% of their daily calories, 20 to 30% of their daily calorie allotment. They say here's your daily allotment. Mm-hmm. You should eat 2,000 calories. People on a diet should eat 1,500 calories. Well, the people that ate most of that in the morning ended up having a fatter ass and larger waists, in other words.
Nice. So it's interesting. You said something once when I wiped the floor clean with you in the weight loss challenge.
You did not. I had you until I went out drinking the night before. That was that's such a lie. You're such a spin zone. You're such a lawmaker, politician type.
Look at this.
You know that I had you until I went out drinking.
That right there, my friend. Is the result.
I think I lost you by a half a pound.
And that is Jeremy disrobing, wearing an I Heart Boys bikini underneath his.
Why do you have that at home in your bedroom? That is so weird.
It's not in my bedroom. It's in my workspace. I have a surplus of these. By the way, text the program if you want one of these koozies. We do have a surplus of these koozies left over. I'm sitting on, I'd say about 10 of them left. They're just sitting here in my workspace. I got to figure out what to do with them. We will definitely give those away, or maybe we'll do it at a remote or something along those lines. Because I don't really want people coming to the studio for and having to.
Here's the deal: we're going to do a remote, and if you show up in a bikini, you get a bikini koozie. How's that sound? Or a bathrobe. You could show up in a bathrobe or a bikini. It's up to you.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So look for that in 2025.
I want some of our listeners to show up in a bikini for you, Jeff.
But you said something because you actually were so worried that what happened was going to happen that you actually reached out to some nutritionists, and the nutritionist said, he told both of us basically, you should only eat like whatever you eat should only be about the size of your fist. You don't need anything more than what is the size of your fist. And that is reigned true. And we have these bowls at our house that are basically, if I stuck my fist into the bowl, I do that. So whatever I make, I try. Sometimes I'm hungry. I like lasagna is my Achilles heel. I'll eat 2-3 helpings of lasagna, Chinese food the same way, but we try not to have it a lot. But whatever it is, I'll eat one bowl of it and that's it. And then I'll be done. And I feel healthier. I don't feel weighed down or anything like that. And that's just a good rule of thumb. Whatever it is you're eating, just portion control. Portion control, I think, is the most overlooked strategy when it comes to losing weight. I don't know how you feel about this.
I'll tell you what the number one thing you need to lose weight is, and it's not portion control. Oh, maybe it is. It's self-discipline.
Yeah.
It's something that I have nothing.
But no, portion control is part of self-discipline.
It's self-discipline. Yes, it falls under the same umbrella. Yes, I agree.
I mean, I do it to my dogs. I give my dogs the bigger one. I give 2 cups a day of food. The smaller one, I give 1 cup a day of food, and it's good. And they're not fat dogs. They're healthy dogs. Why can't we do it to ourselves? Because we make food that tastes great. Dogs eat food that tastes horrible.
So, according to not Kingman University, but whoever did this study in Barcelona, whatever university this was, they say you need to do these 3 things. This is a healthy breakfast, all right? Whole grains, healthy fats, lean proteins. So what are whole grains? Whole grains are oatmeal, cracked wheat, brown rice, whole wheat flour, all right? What are healthy fats? Fish, nuts, avocado, flaxseed, walnut. You hate them.
So when you do that,
lean proteins, Greek yogurt, eggs, tofu, chicken breasts, fish.
When you eat the caveman diet, you said it's meat, cheese, and eggs. This is the diet du jour for the next 7 to 8 days.
This is crab dip right here. It's crab and cream cheese. Number one.
Is okay? So you can eat fish then. You can eat salmon and everything else.
Yep.
Now crab dip, it's just cream cheese and crab whipped together.
Yep. Nothing
else.
Oh, I got some everything bagel seasoning on it.
Is that cavemen's had access
on one piece of sourdough?
So cavemen had access to Trader Joe's.
The sourdough is not on the list.
And then they also had access to a creamery to where they could make cream cheese.
Okay, you're asking dumb questions you know the answer to, but listen, it's on there, okay? Google said it's cool.
When I wake up, I like to hear something funny.
I listen every morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
They're rocking and rolling, so I like it.
Our poll question at KZOZ.com brought to you by Justin Stearns at Assist Home Loans. One change you could make in 2025 or a habit that would make a huge impact on your life over the next 12 months. And we're asking you if you would, choose to get out more, to exercise more, to avoid watching the news. That would be the one I would think would be the best. Watching network news, cable network news. Avoid watching that. You're going to be a happier person. At least I've done my own study. Let's see. What about you, Jeff?
Well, I think maybe all news altogether, because I just got delivered a headline that says mystery disease outbreak in China overwhelms hospitals and chilling echo of COVID dark days.
Yeah, that would be the news. That's what I'm saying. Avoid the news. I don't know if you need to avoid the local news. I think local news is still good, but then when they toss it to a script story, that's when I bounce out. I'm like, yeah, not interested in your agenda.
You still haven't read 1984?
I've been way too busy with family and holidays and stuff.
All right.
I probably am not going to read. I'll tell you this. By the end of the year, I will have consumed 1984. I don't know if it's going to be in the next week or the next 11 months, but it will happen. At some point, I will be on vacation. I will be somewhere where I'm relaxing and I can crack it open.
I think you'll like it only because it basically confirms all your criticisms of the news.
Mainstream media?
Yeah, mainstream media and how they work together with government.
Yeah.
It will, and it's like I'm looking at this thing in China right now, and it's like they have a Chinese CDC, and I mean it's pretty, like, some people get sick. It's wintertime. It's the cold, and they use it as
the flu outbreak is huge right now. Do you remember, though, when we had COVID, there was no flu. It was only COVID. The flu was gone. It was only COVID.
Well, you could die.
And now COVID is gone and the flu is back.
Car accidents disappeared, too, because if you died in a car accident and you had COVID, you died of COVID.
So what would one big change you'd make? Social media, too. Less social media. Some people swear that social media makes them depressed and angry. So you can vote right now in the Assist Home Loans poll question. It's over at kzoz.com. If you want to find out more about mortgage rates and how Justin and his team can help you out, click the link right there. Yeah,
book an appointment if you're serious about jumping into the market this year, or if you want to refinance. He can give you an idea on when a good time will probably be.
That's at kzoz.com.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast, brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.